First of all, thank you. Thanks for being here. And, it's funny, like exactly a year ago, I joined Salesforce with the acquisition of PredictSpring. I was founder and CEO of PredictSpring, and this is my second Dreamforce as a Salesforce employee, but 12th Dreamforce in total. So it's kind of nice. 10 plus 2 just kind of rounds out pretty well. So I wanted to thank all of you who have been here at Dreamforce, whether it's your first Dreamforce or 10th Dreamforce, whether you're a customer, a partner, an analyst. We are thankful that you guys are here. We'll keep this pretty succinct and fun. A good presentation or a good meeting should be like watching a movie. It should be fun, and it should be insightful. So see if we can meet that bar for you guys. But first, I thought I'll just recap quickly how the commerce movie has played out. And I can see so many folks here who have not only seen this movie, but they have been, main characters in this movie. So we all have been here, 30 years of commerce, starting with, early transactions, digital commerce. Commerce obviously is more than several centuries old, but digital commerce, 30 years old, relatively young. And we have seen various waves from hosted commerce, and we are right here. Our chairman, founder, and CEO, Mark Benioff, invented SaaS computing, and that was the first kind of, era of SaaS commerce and e-commerce platform. And from there on, we saw mobile commerce with the advent of iPhone, and we all built the best mobile web experiences, mobile apps, and there was just a lot of innovation from Apple Pay, and we were the first ones, again, to launch Apple Pay and make it available to our customers. So we have been innovating for the last 20 of these 30 years that we have played in this e-commerce segment. From there on, we went to social commerce, and we saw a huge uptick in consumers discovering your brands, whether it's on Instagram or on TikTok, and we all benefited from it. Again, Salesforce was one of that companies, and Salesforce Commerce Cloud, we partnered with Instagram, Facebook, and all the social commerce and made sure that the integration was seamless so you can benefit from that traffic that's coming through the social channels. And then came the unified commerce, which is where a lot of my focus was before joining Salesforce, which is building a modern POS with PredictSpring, a company Salesforce acquired, and we really brought in e-commerce, order management, POS, and B2B all together. And with straight face, I can say there are very few. Maybe we are the only ones who can provide you that full comprehensive platform. And equally important, we are API first and composable. So for whatever reason, you want to select one of our products instead of all 4 or 5, our products are still fully interoperable. It's just we'll love you more if you use all 5 of our products. But the APIs will still work. APIs, are pretty robust. And so unified commerce, I think we're still kind of in that era, even though we are going to agentic commerce. But to me, unified commerce is the foundation. If you cannot engage with your consumer, whether they are in the store, whether they are online, or whether they are calling your call center, then you're failing your consumer. So unified commerce is the foundation. You absolutely need it. And from there on, we are leapfrogging now to agentic commerce. Now, agentic commerce is real. And I'll talk about, there are different flavors of agentic commerce. Obviously, there's a ton of innovation happening on the consumer side, and it's the same consumer, right? The consumer who's engaging on ChatGPT is the consumer who's coming on your mobile web, is the consumer who's coming on in your mobile app. But more importantly, that same consumer is also your store associate who's serving other consumers. It's the same human. They are not two different humans. And the consumer behavior is shifting, and it transcends not just to consumer, but also your store associates and employees. I talked a little bit about unified commerce. And as I said, we're just extremely fortunate to be here in this room under Salesforce umbrella, that we are able to provide you this entire breadth of the products from B2C commerce, B2B commerce, OMS. And OMS is this magical glue. Even we didn't talk enough about it when I joined Salesforce. And I was like, wait a second, that's actually the glue which is connecting all these products together. And then we put that product right in the middle, and you're going to hear from one of my leaders, Phil, today on OMS. But we're going to have my leadership come and talk about each of the products. So I'm going to keep my presentation as succinct as possible. And the point of sale, which came through the PredictSpring acquisition. On the core commerce platform, which is our B2C commerce platform, one of our most mature offerings, we also ended up putting a lot of focus this year. And we made sure that we are innovating with the pace that the consumers were expecting from us. From agentic commerce to conversion rates on your mobile optimized websites to scale. We have been running commerce for 20 years. That's 20 Black Fridays. That's 20 Cyber Mondays. Not an easy feat with an uptime, 4 nines SLA uptime that we provide. Many a times we are at 100%. And it's not an easy feat when you have so many billion-dollar customers in 40, 50, 60, 80 countries that are powered by Commerce Cloud. So that's, again, a key tenet of our platform. I'm going to end with a couple more slides, and then I'm going to bring in Arta, who's right here, actually, to show the real demo. What we're going to show today is in production, and in fact, it's live, and we showed the demo at the keynote, and you're going to see much more. But I'm going to just quickly talk about what does agentic commerce means to us. It means commerce on your owned and operated property. That's pretty important because you want most of the commerce to happen on your owned and operated property, whether it's your mobile web, desktop, mobile app, or it's your store associates. That's your owned and operated property, and we want to provide the best agentic experience, which is fully conversational, but also as checkout, which is always key. Commerce also extends now to messaging channels. This differentiation between I'm going to send a message and I'm going to forget about it goes away. I'm going to continuously engage with my customers, and when I send a text message, they can also buy through that same channel. Last but not the least, we did a big announcement yesterday with OpenAI. We're like, well, what if we extend the commerce to syndicated channels right inside ChatGPT? So if somebody is looking for a product, if I'm looking for a dressier sneakers, whether I'm on your website, whether I'm in your store, whether I'm on a messaging channel, and now whether I'm on ChatGPT, I can make that purchase with a single click. It's a big announcement we made yesterday, and as part of Commerce Cloud customers, you have access to this technology, and you'll be able to benefit from it. So with that, I think I went a few seconds over, Arta, but it's all yours. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good afternoon, Dreamforce. It's great to be here with you guys today. In 2 weeks, I will be going to Sequoia for a hiking trip, and I'm looking for a hiking shoe. For that, I will go to my favorite website, NTO. Here, I am on the NTO website, and on the right-down side, Agentforce welcomes me. Ask me, how can I help you today? I will start simple. I will say, I am looking for a shoe. All right. Agentforce is in the work. It understands my intent and gets back to me with some follow-up questions. Are you looking for a man or woman shoe? What's your activity type? What are your core features type that you're looking for? I will say I'm looking for a man, hiking shoe, and waterproof shoe. Agentforce is back in the action. Like an in-store associate, it takes my query and gets back to me with the top recommendations. Notice there's 3 recommendations here. They're all waterproof and they're all great for hiking. I really like the first one. I'm going to go ahead and select it. I'm wondering which color and size options they have. All right, they have different color options. They have yellow. I'm more of a neutral man, so I will go with like black and gray probably. And then I have the shoe size 10. I will go ahead and add it to the cart. While I'm adding to the cart, I'm wondering, what if the shoe will not fit me? When can I return it back? Instead of wondering, I'm going to go and ask. What is the return policy? Agentforce is trained on store fact and store side policies based on the core requested questions. So it takes my query, runs it through the knowledge database, and gets back to me. I have 30 days to return it back. I feel much more comfortable about buying the shoe now. Now, after Dreamforce, I was also hoping to go to a store and look for a jacket. I'm really enjoying this experience, so I'm just going to go and ask here. Give me a jacket that will go well with my shoe. Agentforce is back in the action. It looks for that beautiful jacket that will go very well with my shoe. And it recommends me back 3 great recommendations. Here, they're all waterproof. Notice the first one is even black and gray. So I'm going to go ahead and select the first one. I'm almost sold. I'm really, really hoping that they have the medium size. All right, the color, medium gray, black, size medium. They have it. It's my lucky day today, so I feel great about it. But before I purchase it, I recently had a bad experience of buying a jacket. After purchasing the jacket, I realized that I have to bring it to a dry cleaning to clean it out. So I'm going to go ahead and ask a question here. What are the washing instructions? Agentforce is also trained on product fact and product instructions as well. So it takes my query, runs it through the knowledge database, and it gets back to me. I can use a cold cycle in the washing machine. I feel much more comfortable about buying this jacket as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up and add it to the cart. All right, Agentforce knows already that I have my shoe in the cart and adds the jacket on the top of it. I have a couple payment options here, Apple Pay, Google Pay. I will go with the Apple Pay. I already have it on my phone. I'm just going to make sure that it's going to go to my Seattle address because I want to go home and see my new shoe and jacket. So right here, it's going to my Seattle address. I'm going to double click, enter my passcode, and Apple Pay is processing. All right. Apple Pay is processed, and now Agentforce is processing my order. My order is confirmed. I can't wait to be in Sequoia with my new shoe and new jacket. This is how Agentforce turn a conversation into a conversion. All right. Throughout the keynote today, you will see from our clients like Shark Ninja, CONA, and Pandora how they leverage Agentforce to transform their e-commerce experiences. We created a beautiful video with Pandora today to show you how Pandora leveraged Agentforce to revolutionize their e-commerce experiences. Let's roll and see it.
At Pandora, we help folks around the world tell their story. You could spend an hour in store with one of our wonderful store associates putting together a bracelet, talking about your family,
your friends, your hobbies, all the moments and memories that you hold dear.
All that richness of conversation is at the heart of the customer's experience of Pandora.
We've perfected the experience in physical stores.
But as our business moves online, you lose the specialness of that in-store experience.
And so what we really want to do is take that magic from offline and put it into our online channels. And that's where we'll gain competitive advantage. But we do not have the ability online to have a dialogue, at least up until now.
We want to challenge ourselves to do something much richer, and now we can do that working with Salesforce.
What if we could create the best online sales associate with Agentforce?
Pandora is the world's largest jewelry brand. We are in over 100 countries.
We sell 3 pieces of jewelry every second.
We had around 865 million visits to our stores and online.
As we've scaled the digital storefront, Commerce Cloud has become critical to deliver on that growth trajectory.
The composability that we've now got with Commerce Cloud is more function, more feature, more quickly, more stable.
This is really what allows us to quickly reinvent the online shopping experience.
That commerce platform gives us the foundation. And now we think about the future, we think about the agentic future, and that's really the rocket fuel for this next stage. The core of our agentic program is selling and service. When we first switched on the service agent, within the first few days, we saw a 60% improvement in deflection rate. It's not just vaporware, it's having real impact on our customer experience. And now collaborating on the selling agent, we've got the opportunity to build something really super special.
We can now build agents by actually asking questions, capturing your context, mirroring that magic of the physical store, and then show you what products we have to offer that fits with your context, driving customer experience to the next level. Conversational AI is changing the game here. We will not have seen anything like it before.
This is the internet again. This is electricity. It's that level of change. And folks who don't get that, good luck to them, but I don't think they're going to get very far.
This is a one-in-a-generation opportunity for all of us.
Well, I'm lucky to have David with me here. David, thank you for coming and joining us. David was at the big keynote with Mark yesterday. That's like being in a Taylor Swift concert
quite a
with
surreal
like
experience.
60,000 people.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you also chose this very intimate setting that Billie Eilish likes. So kind of you get to see the both perspectives.
It was a strange day.
A little bit like in San Francisco, we also like this little intimate setting. So very kind of David to be here. I am also really happy, actually. Alexander is here, the CEO of Pandora. If you can please give a round of applause to Alexander here. So I've been given a script, but I am also good at not following the script. But I know, David, you're okay with that. So my CMO is like, just like...
What are you doing?
But tell us, everybody, most people know Pandora.
Yeah.
But maybe let's start with, tell us a little bit about Pandora, both online and how many stores you guys have, and just a little bit more about
My comms guys are going to be wigging out when I get the numbers wrong, but,
I think our comms guys are right there. So.
They're right in the front row, staring daggers at me, One number wrong, Worsley. Right, so simply put, we're the world's largest jewelry brand, and our mission is to help our customers tell stories. That's what we do. We help people celebrate their everyday loves, everything that they love. And that's really at the heart of what we do. And that's we can come on to the agentic bit in a second. But for us, our mission is to help people celebrate all those amazing moments in their lives. And I've got to say, one of the joys working in our business is when you travel around the world, you see it everywhere. And you say, people say, where do you work? You say, Pandora. You go, I love Pandora. Or if it's a guy, they say, I've given you so much money. But it's an amazing company to work for. It really is.
It's just joy. It brings happiness. The first time I met you and Alexander, there's a very interesting insight I learned, right? Like, obviously, digitalization is important. Nobody's fighting digitalization. It's here. But Alexander said something very interesting, saying, we really don't want to miss out on this very personalized, concierge-driven, one-on-one experience that we provide through our store associates.
Yeah.
Talk to me, how have you taken that and enabled it in the digital channel with Agentforce?
Yeah, and I think I said yesterday, for us, Agentic is not a product or a project. It's strategically critical. And I'll tell you why. One thing we know is our business is moving online. We've got a great relationship with the guys at Commerce Cloud. But as it moves online, we lose that special relationship you have in store. It can be an hour-long conversation, particularly if you're a mail shopper. Is this the right thing? Does it go together? When you buy with us in store, you're buying jewelry, but you're also buying that relationship, that conversation. It's a really powerful thing. But we know we lose that online. Our website, we think we have a good website. It's good at transacting, but it doesn't have that magic. And we tried everything, 3D bracelet builders, all this kind of stuff, but we've never found anything until now where we can create that conversation. And so we are personalized. What we sell is a personalized product. You put your story together, whether it's here, or whatever it is. We now have the vehicle to have that kind of personalized, that conversation, that storytelling conversation with our customers. And that's why we're so excited about this.
That's awesome. It's really great to hear that. Now, this is obviously, you have millions of customers globally. Now you have deployed it. Still early days, with any innovation as we are talking about it. Any interesting insights in the early days that
Sure, yeah. I think so. We've got two agents right now, service and selling, and we've got more in the pipeline. Service is going super well. They're both going well, but service we've been live on since January. And it's dealing super well with customer queries in many markets around the world. And it's real business, so we've got real value coming out of it. It's very measurable. It's a real business case. Tick, tick, tick. Selling is the moonshot for us. This is a multi-year journey. And I won't answer your question. I'll answer another one. It's a long journey. So I was giving the example before to Alexander. Building a semantic model around what we sell is difficult. Because I said, my wife likes windsurfing. Well, we don't have a windsurfing charm. And the other one was Thailand. My wife likes Thailand. And it came back with an elephant. This was last week. It came back with an elephant. Yes. Right semantic frame. Right semantic frame. Next to the elephant was the flag of Wales in the UK. Because it had gone, elephants are large mammals. Do you know what's also a large mammal? So it's a long journey. It's a long journey. But the thing at the heart of what we're doing with you guys is the knitting together of commerce and Agentforce. I get my terminology wrong, but bringing those two worlds together. And I think the demo before showed that beautifully. But for us, it's about finding that richness of storytelling. And I know we're going to crack it with you guys.
And it's a journey. It's a journey. Obviously, you saw the demo. What you saw the demo is in production. What we demoed at the keynote yesterday, Mark's keynote, is in production. This is real.
It's real.
And then there's going to be a lot more. And maybe that's the last question to ask, like, what's next? In the next 3, 6, 9 months, how are you planning to evolve your agent?
I think to be slightly techie for a minute, building that multi-agent architecture, going to the next stage where the agent has agency and can change things in systems. We're right on the cusp of that right now. So I don't want anyone to think we're kind of like way down the end of the maturity cycle on this. We're kind of like very much in the learning stage ourselves. But that's going to be the big thing for us now, is getting the agents to have agency, changing content in systems on behalf of customers, proactively contacting customers when we think there's an opportunity, or maybe there's an issue with an order. Hey, I can see something going wrong with your order. Can I help you? So those moments are where we're heading next. And I think we've got a really exciting pipeline with you guys. So super
awesome. Thank you, David. Again, thanks for coming here. Thanks for being a valuable customer. And I'm going to invite my CMO. He's going to do a real-time report card on my presentation.
Maybe, Nitin, you'd be better served at improv comedy. Certainly. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming today. And we do have one more thing for Pandora. Everyone here is eligible to win a Pandora shopping spree. What you need to do is give us a little feedback, fill out the survey in the Dreamforce app, and you will be entered to win one of 6 $500 Pandora gift cards so you can experience the Pandora brand yourself. So good luck. So B2C commerce is all about helping you drive growth. And the new agents, the shopping agent and the merchandising agent that we just released, are great examples of that. They're going to help you drive productivity and drive conversion with unified data. And we know that you need to expand into new markets as well and offer localized experiences with ease. So we've got multi-language, multi-site, multi-currency, all built into the platform and managed from a single place to help you go faster. And as they say in basketball, the best ability is availability. So we help you protect your brand with trusted enterprise scale and performance. Every customer on our platform benefits from the requirements of the largest customers, like Shark Ninja, like Pandora, and like L'Oreal, who run more than 200 sites with us globally. Okay, so we've got a lot coming as well. Back in June at our Connections conference, we said we're going to double the amount of investment in our B2C commerce platform, and you're going to start to see the fruits of that investment now, whether it's faster time to value, whether it's increased conversion, or lower TCO. This is what we've been focused on. And tomorrow in the B2C roadmap session, we'll go through every one of these features in much more depth. But some of the highlights for me that I'm excited about: BYO payments with Adyen. That's going to help you reduce the cost and complexity of your implementations. We've got connected and commerce marketing journeys. We've got some new templates which will help you do abandoned cart, do post-purchase journeys. We're going to show you Agentic Boost and Bury here in a second so that you can focus and highlight specific products strategically on your storefronts. And then we're bringing native intelligent search into the platform. It's powerful contextual search based on AI, and it's going to be right native inside of B2C commerce. And now, to take a look at that, please welcome to the stage our head of merchandising, Katja Franz. Katja.
Thank you, Gordon. It's good to see everyone here today. All right, we're going to put on our merchandising hat for just a few seconds. All right? So we are looking at our new merchandising dashboard within our merchant tool for B2C commerce. And we see a list of curated KPIs and recommendations that are tailored to my business, right? Powered by Data Cloud. And you can use our intelligence connector to easily bring in all your commerce data as well as shopper engagement data into Data Cloud. And then Data Cloud is using that information to curate actions, insight, and recommendations that are relevant to you. So let's take a look at an example. Today, we see a recommendation to boost long-sleeve blouses in the women's tops category. And this is based on an insight that tells us that search for long-sleeve blouses have increased. Data Cloud is also indicating a potential 3% increase in revenue if we actually take action. So let's give it a try. Today, we're going to leverage Agentforce. Agentforce is using natural language as well as intelligent insights to pre-populate and generate the entire rule for us. So instead of spending hours on manual data analysis or complex rule building, we can leverage Data Cloud and Agentforce to actually do the heavy lifting for us. And once the rule has been applied, we can make further changes based on the visual appearance that we are looking for. When these changes are published, they will be visible to the shopper. So let's take a look at the shopper experience. I'm searching for tops and long sleeve blouses today. And I'm presented with a list of curated products right at the top. It's exactly what I'm looking for, and it's exactly as intended by the merchandiser. It feels effortless and easy. I'm really loving the color orange this fall, so I'm adding this beautiful yoki blouse to my cart. But life gets in the way, and I'm getting distracted. Traveling to Dreamforce, for example. In fact, we know that 70% of all shoppers across all industries actually abandon their cart on a daily basis. But that doesn't have to be the end of my shopper journey. In fact, we also know that 50% of all customers actually convert their cart into an order when they're actually engaged with an abandoned cart email. Now, this isn't new, right? We've all received these little nudges in our inbox that encourage us to check out. But let's take another look at our merchandising tool, where we can now easily activate abandoned cart notifications right here. And this is powered by our new unified marketing and commerce journeys that bring out-of-the-box templates and journeys directly to the merchandiser. That means merchandisers can really focus on creating engaging end-to-end shopping experiences that are deeply integrated in Marketing Cloud with just a few clicks right here. All right, so we have insights powered by Data Cloud, we have agent-assisted merchandising, and we have unified marketing and commerce journeys. And this is how we plan to boost productivity and drive conversion with B2C commerce. Gordon, back to you.
That was amazing. Great. I love to see the pace of innovation. All right. Speaking of innovation, we're very excited to bring up our next guest. She just went live with B2C Commerce. Please welcome to the stage Velia Carboni, the CTO of Shark Ninja. Velia, hey, how are you?
Very good. Very good now that I'm live and I had a successful go live. So
yeah, congratulations. That is good news. That is good news. Well, Shark Ninja is known for its amazing product innovation and the pace of that innovation. So how do you really think about organizing your digital experience, your go-to-marketing teams, so that you can keep up with all the product innovation that is coming from your team internally?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I will say we are an innovation mecca company. We are consumer obsessed and we love to build new products. We love to find problems and build products. And we strive for 5-star products. Now you have to create the 5-star experience. So I joined about 18 months ago. We're on this massive transformation from everything back end to front end. And we went out and we said, we need to re-platform. But not just one thing. We decided we needed to re-platform everything. They sold me so many clouds, I feel like I need to come back down to earth because I'm like living in the clouds right now. So, but we're taking a very, a strategic approach to how we're doing that. So commerce was really important. We had to build a destination. And I will say it's less about the transaction and much more about creating a destination for our consumers, because a lot of our consumers buy through Amazon or retailers or whatever it may be. And then we've got a very fast-growing D2C business as well. But I wanted a home with my business colleagues, a home for people to always come back to, whether it was a warranty issue, they want to buy more products because we want to sell as many as we can, or whatever the issue may be, that they always had a home. So that's where driving a lot of that transformation was not just on the transaction side, but really building a destination site. So we're really excited about that. I think things like Agentforce for us, we're making more complicated products every day, more connectable devices. So how do we really better service those clients? So all of these things coming together has really been bringing the business along of how do we drive scale? We're not a little company anymore. We're pretty big and we're growing every year. So it's been a journey of learning and just taking calculated risks.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I know having a single unified platform has probably been an unlock for you. Is that a big key to going faster, or what else is helping you go faster?
Yes, getting to one modern day platform is number one. One of the other things that we did is we brought two amazing brands together, which culturally was a big change for us. And now we are all under one very well working, website here in the States and going to Europe in the new year. So yeah, that was an important part of getting on a new platform that could scale. We do 25 new products a year. We've got to be able to scale the business. And that was a limitation that we had before. And transparently, the former experience just didn't represent our products. Like it didn't even look like it was the same company. So it's been good.
So this week, as I'm sure you're not surprised, we've been talking all about agents, talking about Agentforce for a year now. But how are you thinking about that? How are you thinking about data and AI and agents, not just for your customer experience, but for your employees and bringing Shark and Ninja together?
Yeah, there's so much work that we're doing. But again, we're bringing a lot of things live concurrently at the same time. So we've also thought well through that. Consumer first. We wanted to be ready for holiday, especially here in the States. That was our goal. We had to be live with a brand new website that really represented our products. I think Agentforce, we didn't go at 20 use cases. We're taking a very calculated approach with that because we very much care about the way that consumer interacts with us. And we spend a lot of time training, our amazing associates to take the phone calls. So we've got a few use cases live, hopefully personal shopper soon. Because the one thing when you're such an innovative company, we've got so many products, it gets overwhelming and confusing sometimes. Which blender do I buy? Which vacuum cleaner? Which hair product? So the personal shopper would be a huge unlock. And then as we think about the employee side, it's for the associates, but it's even the way we run the business. Having access to data, which was a limitation we had before, like in real-time access. And as we want to really go down a personalization path, which everyone talks about, like we've got big plans of what we want to do because we want to sell, keep you in the family and sell more products. So I think there's a lot more work we're doing and educating folks on the journey. I will say I don't approach anything from a tech perspective. I'm not even a technologist by trade. I'm a business person running tech, which is interesting. But I like to bring the business along. Like, how do they help us drive the transformation? And the one thing that always guides us is keeping the consumer at the core. We don't just say it, like we live it. Every day, the way we do testing, the way we bring new products to life, we've applied that same logic of ongoing testing, but not QA testing. Like testing, does it resonate with consumers? How's it working? We apply that to everything that we do as a company.
It has been, I remember 9 months ago, we were at NRF together, yes, and you were setting this vision out, and now you have delivered on it. It's so amazing to see.
I think I deserve a big bonus. I mean, who goes live?
Well, how about a big round of applause for Velia Carboni. Congrats on the go live, and thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, Ed is amazing. And speaking of innovation, we have also just a year ago acquired Nitin's company, PredictSpring, and we are rapidly moving forward with our point of sale. And to tell you more about that, please welcome to the stage our head of point of sale product, Deb Dutta. Deb, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Gordon. Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to see you all today. I'm going to jump right in. So here's the deal, right? We all know, and we can agree, that for too long, the technology in your store has been disconnected from your digital business. And this has been creating slow, frustrating experiences, obviously for your store associates, and in turn for your customers. We are fundamentally changing that. By bringing Retail Cloud Modern Point of Sale into the heart of Commerce Cloud, we are now bringing customer, order, and inventory data right into the store. So what does this do for you? What does this do for you, right? First, we are a growth machine. Think about it. We actually increase conversions by giving powerful omni-channel tools like clienteling, endless aisle, right into the hands of your store associates, so they never miss a sale. Second, it's beautiful. It's incredibly easy to use. With a mobile form factor and a highly intuitive user experience, think about how you would use your iPhone. You don't need a manual to use your iPhone. That's how we think about your point of sale, right? So we're significantly reducing your training time from days to hours and even less. So your associates can start selling from day one. And we are a modern microservices-based API-first architecture with a host of out-of-box native integrations, no-code CMS. What does this mean? We help you move fast, really fast. How fast, you ask? We helped Janie and Jack go live across 106 of their stores deploying this exact platform in just 18 weeks. That's right. And we are trusted by world-class brands. Steve Madden, Lovesac, who you'll hear from tomorrow during our roadmap session as well. So with all of this, I'm excited to share what we're announcing today. So first, we are going beyond iOS. That's right. So soon, we're now launching a full inventory management module, complete with cycle counts, inventory adjustments on Android. But this is just the beginning of a strategic investment in expanding across platforms. So you can run our modern point of sale on your existing devices. Second, we're bringing unparalleled efficiency to your store operations. So think about RFID-powered cycle counts. Something that would take your associates hours is now going to take you minutes. So they're spending more time helping customers than in the back room. And third, but not the least, with our promise for unified commerce, something only Salesforce can do, for our B2C and and POS customers, we are now launching a unified product catalog. So a single pane of glass to manage your entire catalog. This is what we're bringing with our innovations in-store. But hey, giving you an exceptional experience in-store and online is half the story. To tell you about all the innovations in your post-purchase journey, I'd love to welcome on stage my colleague, Phil Egan.
Thanks so much, Deb. I am so excited to be here today. I go way back in Salesforce order management history when we launched 6 years ago the most customer-centric order management solution in the market right here at Dreamforce. And today, our customers are driving operational efficiency in the contact center with seamless order servicing, built natively right in Service Cloud. And we've turbocharged order management with agentic order support, powering use cases like where's my order, cancellations, and returns. And you can increase revenue using our omnichannel inventory service, providing inventory availability data right into your storefront so you can feel confident selling, as well as powering your omnichannel fulfillment. And we've built all this directly into the Agentforce platform, trusted and at scale. One of my favorite customers is Saks Fifth Avenue. They went live on order management a year ago today and have realized $1 million in savings by adopting our order support solution. And, and I'm going to steal a line from Nitin. Order management is truly the magic glue that drives an amazing unified commerce experience. And now I'm going to tell you about the new innovation that we're delivering in order management. We're introducing 2 new capabilities that are going to help you boost productivity and power order conversion. First, I'm super excited to announce Agentic Order Routing. Order management can now intelligently reroute orders that are impacted by exceptions in the order fulfillment lifecycle. For example, let's say a weather event is disrupting your order fulfillment operations. Your operations teams can now use Agentforce to quickly modify order fulfillment logic to avoid any new orders going to that impacted distribution center, while identifying any orders that are stuck in the fulfillment process and automatically reroute them. Next, you can provide smart delivery estimations right in your storefront for your customers. Leveraging omnichannel inventory and fulfillment sourcing, you can provide accurate and intelligent delivery estimations right in your product pages in your storefront, as well as in the checkout, which is proven to boost conversion. So I'm super excited about these new features that are making order management even smarter. Now, you've heard about all the innovation coming in B2C commerce, Deb showed you what a modern point-of-sale solution looks like. You've heard about the magic glue of order management that we've been talking about. But now I want to invite to the stage my colleague, Aaron Schubert, who's going to show you what the future of B2B commerce looks like. Aaron? Off to you, sir.
Thank you, Phil, and hello, Dreamforce. Great to see everybody again. I'm Aaron Schubert, head of product for B2B commerce. And first question, has anyone ever wondered how companies that create raw materials, how they get the parts and equipment to do so? How about the manufacturers, CG companies, HLS companies, high-tech companies, and more? How do they get those raw materials to create their finished goods? How do then the distributors get their hands on those finished goods? All of this happens self-service and efficiently through agentic B2B commerce. Gone are the days where customers are willing to log into clunky Windows 95-looking portals, take multiple manual steps, go back and forth to the sales or service rep, all just to place an order. With agentic B2B commerce, we provide a self-service, intelligent, and efficient experience that won't just meet your buyer's expectations, it will exceed them. And that's going to result in boosted productivity for both your customers, but then also yourselves, leading to increased sales at scale and making sure you are the easiest company for your buyers to do business with. What's more, all this is built on a trusted, unified platform, the Customer 360. What does that mean? That means that you can set up any type of product one time. You can set up any complex data model one time. You can create whatever complex business logic you need to do business one time, maintain it once, and scale that across all of your different Salesforce applications and any other channels that you need. The result is companies like CONA Services have over 152,000 daily users and over 72,000 weekly orders flowing through the B2B platform. Now, you don't just have to take my word for it. I'm very excited to be joined by a special guest today who's going to help talk about some of the complexity and enormous scale that CONA Services is operating at. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Chief Product Officer from CONA Services, Mariano Maluf. Welcome, Mariano.
Thanks for having me here. Actually, having us here. There are a few folks from the CONA team. Raise your hand there. Thanks.
Yeah, big round of applause for the CONA folks.
So the folks that make it happen. If you're curious, show up tomorrow for the roundtable. You'll learn more. And I think we have perspectives from one of the bottlers. Speaking of which, if you don't mind, I can talk a little bit about what CONA is, because everyone knows Coca-Cola. So CONA is a company that was set up by bottlers for bottlers, specifically the 11 largest bottlers in the North America system in the US and Canada. And that basically translates to about 512 locations and 80,000 employees. So you show some of the numbers that we have been dealing with. It's about 350,000 customers that we have transacting through this platform, and a significant amount of orders weekly, as you saw. So all of that translates into substantial amount of complexity that we have to, as I like to say, tame. We have to become friends with that complexity of multiple types of users, markets, channels, and idiosyncrasies on each of the geographies that those bottlers that we serve have to contend with. So we're excited by the launch of My Coke about 18 months ago or so. It's a platform that we've been evolving. And just a raise of hands, who here owns and operates a B2B platform, just to get a sense of? All right, enough group to do a happy hour and chat more. Look forward to that.
Well, one of the things you mentioned, over 300,000 buyers that are coming to the site. I'm sure that means you guys get a ton of feedback that you need to adapt to very quickly. How is B2B commerce helping you solve some of those challenges?
Yeah, it's a great question. So in the first 20 weeks, when we launched the Voice of the Customer program, we got about 170,000 pieces of responses. So we take that feedback seriously. One of the things that I'm trying to instill in the team is this, three-layer principle of being relentlessly customer-centric, being business-led, and data-driven. So by getting this feedback, we're able to tweak areas of the platform that allows us to serve our customers better. And having this unified way of, either whether customers do, placing orders, or they open tickets, or they check order status, or pay as well. Having all of that centralized in a single platform allows us to respond quickly, because we have basically 11 storefronts in the platform that we have to allow for customization and local flavor No pun intended.
Awesome. Well, final question for you, Mariano. I'm sure running a program at this scale could be really expensive. How is building on a trusted, unified platform helping you guys lower your TCO and increase efficiency?
Yeah, it's not easy, first of all. So what we don't want is it to increase malignant complexity into the already established complexity, because that increases TCO in a bad way. So by having this unified platform, we're able to modulate the customization needed for each of the markets and each of the segments and each of the bottlers' specific operations, and the platform level standardization that brings that economies of scale.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mariano, for spending some of your time and sharing your story, and have a great rest of your Dreamforce. Appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks a lot.
Next up, I'm excited to talk about just a few of the innovations that my team and I have been working on B2B commerce. And this year, we've been out in the field more than ever before, gathering feedback from customers, partners, analysts, and more. What we found was pretty interesting. We found that customers, buyers, are willing to purchase more complex products online than ever before. We also find that our customers are trying to open up new channels of revenue, not just any channel, but digital channels of revenue. Think things like services, subscriptions, performance optimization software, warranties, etc. And with that, we came back and we've partnered internally with our friends at Revenue Cloud to become the only commerce platform that natively supports a CPQ-grade advanced configurator and support not just the initial sale of digital subscriptions, but the full subscription management self-service as well. Next up, we've got agents. And for those who don't know, we have two types of agents out there today. We have a merchant agent helping your internal users complete day-to-day tasks more quickly than ever before. We also have a buyer agent that's able to do things like helping your customers authenticate, very important in the B2B landscape, find products, reorder, and more. Very excited to announce that we are now supporting 7 additional languages for our buyer agent, with many, many more to come, allowing you to scale your agentic experiences globally for your buyers. Finally, excited to announce some new open source components for our storefronts as well. We're always trying to reduce implementation time and cost for you, our customers. And with that, we've found that in initial testing with some of our partners and customers, we're saving up to 80% on storefront customizations with the open sourcing of these storefront components. What's better than talking about this stuff is actually showing you a demo. So I'm very excited to invite up to the stage to help tell our demo story one of my good friends from Saltbox, CTO, Shane Smythe.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Let's jump right into this demo. So we're logged in as our storefront here as Lauren from Omega. And Lauren is really working on building a new warehouse. And she's really wanting to focus on renewable products. So we're going to start with asking Agentforce for some suggestions. Now, up until this point, if she wanted to work through this complex product for renewable products, she'd have to go to her sales rep. But now, with B2B commerce, she can do this online. So Agentforce is going to ask us for some suggestions, and we're going to go ahead and provide our use case around renewable solutions. Now, Agentforce is going to go back to our product. It's going to find the right recommendation, and it's already provided us a power kit here. So let's go ahead and jump into this power kit and see what we have to work with. On the left-hand side, we have a beautifully 3D rendered version of this product, powered by our friends at 3Kit. In the center, we have a pre-configured bundle. Now, this pre-configured bundle is powered by Revenue Cloud and B2B Commerce. It's a CPQ-grade configuration that uses the configuration rules and constraints to build what you're seeing here. Now, across the center, we have different categories. We have our turbine, our battery, our generators. We can go ahead and go through this, and we can configure it to what we need. But we're going to go ahead and add some fuses, so we have these for later when we actually purchase this product. Let's go ahead and add this to our cart. On the right-hand side, though, you can see this remote monitoring subscription. Let's jump into that. That catches my eye here. So we're purchasing this big bundle. We want a way to be able to actually monitor this new product. We've got 2 options here. We've got a one-time purchase, and we have our subscribe and save. Let's go ahead and choose a 3-month option here. This will allow us to test this out and see if it's the right fit for us. We've got the perfect cart, so let's move into checkout. Now let's pause for a moment. Think about what we just did. We added a subscription to our checkout, and we added a configured product. B2B commerce is the only platform that allows you to have both of those in a single checkout. Now, on the left-hand side, we can see that we have our shipment for our physical good, and we have our digital order, our subscription. B2B commerce has intelligently split these out. Let's go ahead and place our order. We're going to go ahead and use the credit card that's on file, but we've got plenty of other options in the future. Perfect. In no time at all, we've completed our order, starting with an agentic experience using Agentforce and moving all the way through the configuration of this complex order. B2B commerce is the only platform that allows us to start from a configured complex product, use the subscription, and then self-service that subscription after the fact. This is how B2B commerce is increasing revenue for customers like you and lowering TCO. Thanks, Aaron. Back to you.
And Shane, hold on a moment. Come back up here. Come back up here, Shane. Congratulations, my man.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nitin. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. This is a surprise. I was actually just planning on doing the demo.
Very well. Yes. Well, thank you, everyone, guys. Everything we have shown you is in production, and you guys should be able to try it out. Please reach out to your teams, and we really want to see these agents on your websites, on your apps, and also in your stores. So thank you again. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you again.